Oh, you caught me catching some rays. Hi, I'm Mark Rogers, evenings 7 to midnight on KFDI FM. You know, I thought basking in the brisk December sunlight would be a great way to introduce this segment on KFDI's 30th birthday party at Joyland. And since it was in July, I thought to myself, where better to get into a summer mood than to get out a lawn chair in the great outdoors and work up a tan? Back then in July, a lot of our friends came out and brought their chairs too. They worked on their tan lines like I'm doing, and they had a great time with their families and friends, all 15,000 of them. There were lots of great music on 3 stages, and Whispering Bill Anderson headlined on the main stage. We'll talk with him later on. But hey, let's get started. Set your way back machines to last July, and let's get going. Hey look, I've got my tan line back.
Happy birthday, KFDI.
You know, I think some of our most memorable moments would probably have to come from our experiences at the front gate as the Countdown Brothers. In the years past, we used to do it every Sunday for the big, of course, at the Radio Ranch, but at the anniversary party, we were parked out at the front gate, and we got to be with all of our friends who would show up bright and early, right, Gary?
Yeah, that's right. They get there early. Now, they don't even open these gates until 11. And then all of a sudden at 11 o'clock, they open the gates, and all of a sudden, there's nobody there. You know, they just kind of leave us.
They leave the area.
You would think they want to spend the whole day with us.
We are.
Happy 30th birthday, KFDI.
Well, you know, the thing that scared me the most about this anniversary party, the first one we ever had, was on a Saturday, and we were supposed to have a sunrise swim out here. We were trying to impress the owners of Joyland Park so that they'd buy advertising from KFDI. And we promised them that if they'd let us come out here, as opposed to radio station KLEO at the time was having a moonlight swim, and it was their biggest promotion of the year, so we said, well, heck, we'll have a sunrise swim. They had a swimming pool. And I drove out here at 5 o'clock in the morning, or actually 4:30 in the morning, ready to go on the air at 5:30. And there was 3 guys in the pool already. And there was at least 500 people in the parking lot waiting on us. And I went home that day and said, thank you, thank you. Happy birthday, KFDI!
And I remember we always had, we'd have a party afterwards, and we were having a party at the Old Townhouse Motel, and that's at Kellogg and Broadway. It used to be the Old Townhouse. And we had a swimming pool that was accessible to us, and I remember some of the guys getting up on the 2nd floor and jumping into the swimming pool. Now, I didn't do it at the time, but I remember very distinctively breaking my toe that night, and I couldn't walk for about a week, had to get crutches.
This is my 4th year here at the anniversary party, and every year, you know, we get to see a lot of the people that I talk to them on the phone every year, and it's great because I'm just as curious as they are, because they get to hear us on the radio all the time, and they come out here, they're able to put a face with the voice, and I talk to all these different people on the phone, and I get to know them pretty well, and when we come out here, you know, we're able to finally meet these people and find out who they are, and we get to visit with some of them, and it's just a great time every year.
year Ricky Van Shelton was here. And we had a storm come up, and we ended up moving the last Opry show to the basement of the Radio Ranch, and the drummer for Ricky's band played a cardboard box.
Happy anniversary, KFDI.
Happy anniversary, KFDI.
Well, here we are at the 30th anniversary of KFDI, Joyland Amusement Park, and I was here for 24 years ago, it'd be number 6, any way you care to slice it, northeast, south, or west, and in these 24 years, a lot of things have changed in our business. The one thing that's remained constant, though, is the great loyalty of country music fans. They have stayed with not only KFDI, but country music, all these years, and certainly showed the loyalty by showing up here. We've had people at this particular party on the 30th anniversary that were there for the first one, and that's a pretty neat thing. And then, of course, the people that have come along in recent years and have gotten on the country music bandwagon have enjoyed it more and more and more. So we've really ended up with a cross-section of people, those who were here in the beginning and those who were here for the full 30 years, and it's been nice.
There's a whole lot of people looking down their noses at me, 'cause I didn't come from a wealthy family. There was 10 of us living in a 2-room shack on the banks of the river by the railroad track, and we kept chickens in a pen in the back, and everybody said we was poor folks. My daddy was a farmer, but all he ever raised was us. He dug a 40-foot well and hit 36 gallons of dust. Salvation.
I remember the days when if you had country music on your car radio, you had to make sure your windows were rolled up because you didn't want the guy in the next car that pulled up at the traffic light to know you were listening to country music. Country music was something that I think a lot of people were ashamed of 30 years ago. I think a lot of people were kind of closet country music fans. And now it's the in thing, it's the accepted thing. I remember when we couldn't get country music on network television, and now there's an entire network, in fact 2 networks devoted to nothing but country music. I remember when country music artists could not play in the fine concert halls. They had to play the high school gyms, and they had to play the bad clubs and nightclubs and spots in town. And now country music is accepted everywhere. And it's not only accepted, it's in the forefront, and people are proud of it. We, as the commercial says, we've come a long way, baby.
That's how it is when you're poor folks.
I think that a performer is always first and foremost a performer. We're all hams at heart. I can write songs, but you know what? Nobody applauds when you write a song. I mean, later on maybe they do when the song is a hit and all the other things that I do, but I think the one element that I would miss the most if I couldn't do it is walking up on that stage, looking that audience right in the eye, saying hello, establishing some communication with them, and singing them a song.
I love those bright lights and country music. Well, I won't stay home and cry tonight like all the nights before. I've just learned that I don't really need her anymore. I found a little place downtown where guys like me can go, and they've got bright lights and country music.
That was something that always happened to other people. That wasn't something that was going to happen to Bill Anderson from Commerce, Georgia. And for that reason, I guess maybe I didn't really set it as a goal. I had the dream, but I really kept it inside me to myself. I just tried to live it one day at a time. I didn't say, okay, in 5 years I'll be on the Grand Ole Opry, in 3 years I'll do this. It wasn't like that. It was like one door would open, City Lights opened a door, then another door, and then another door. And every time the door would open, I would try to take advantage of it and walk through and see what was on the other side. I'm still opening doors, and I'm still trying to see what's on the other side.
Still, though we're far apart, I love you still.
Now that last one was some happy birthday. Thanks to everybody who made this year's party so special. If you were there last July, I hope that it brought back great memories. And if you weren't, then put a mark down on Sunday, July 9th, 1995. That's going to be our 31st. We hope to see you there.